We often hear about problems young people face with disabilities, but what about when the child emerges into adulthood? Do these obstacles go away? Adults with disabilities continue to face physical obstacles, tackle social rejection, experience medical crises, and face academic pressures. As these obstacles continue well into their adult years, many have overcome significant challenges and have achieved success through traditional and non-traditional outlets. So what does success mean to them, and just how did they achieve it? The following success stories define just how self-determination opened opportunities for these individuals. Troy Ogden has a passionate story of determination through adaptive recreation. Let's hear his story.
Hi, my name is Troy Ogden. I live in West Jordan. I'm 27 years old and I've lived in Utah my whole life. My disability, I have spina bifida and also hydrocephalus. Spina bifida is where you're born with a hole in your spine, and whatever level that hole is at is where you lose or your nerves are damaged. I see myself as, I guess, just a normal person who is able to enjoy life just as much as anyone else can, and I'm very blessed to have a wonderful family. So growing up, I played sports. I grew up playing baseball my whole life, and I kind of it was harder for me because I wasn't a fast runner, so I would hit the ball and most of the time get out in first, and it kind of didn't bug me very much, but what bugged me most is when I got to seventh grade, I can't remember what grade, somewhere in middle school, I decided to not play baseball anymore because of that reason, and I regret it ever since. I feel like I gave up on something I know I could have done, and so I wish that I didn't give up because I did it my whole life. Why couldn't I do it another couple years? I was introduced to the Trails program. One day I went out there, they were doing hand cycling at Liberty Park, and I got in. When I got there, everybody's in wheelchairs, and I don't always use a wheelchair. I have one, but I use it for long distances, and once I got on that bike, I rode 6 miles my first day. And so that was my first aha moment for bike hand cycling. I've competed in St. George Marathon 4 times, Salt Lake Marathon 3 times, Blackfoot Marathon 2 times, the South Jordan Marathon once. I can't keep track.
How difficult is it for your adult child to seek out friends, hobbies, or even find the desire to leave the comfort of their home? For Troy Ogden, it took one push and he was hooked. Hooked on the thrill of downhill monoglide skiing, that is. Let's hear his story.
I love adaptive skiing, and I went out with the same program, but they took us up to Wasatch Adaptive, who's another program, and once I got in that ski, it's a little different than ski I do now, but once I got in that was my true love, I think, of adaptive sports, if you want to say that. The first ski I tried out was a bi-ski, or biodeke, meaning there's two skis on the bottom. It's a sit ski, and there's 2 skis on the bottom, and you have 2 outriggers to control yourself. I slowly progressed to what's now a mono ski, and so it's a sit ski with just one ski underneath you. This last 2 years were the best is because I had the same ski over and over again. And to me, when I get a new ski, you get nervous. It's just like starting a new thing. You get into a brand new car, it's different. And so I think the best thing for me is to have the same ski. I did not have a natural talent. I struggled quite a bit and came home very frustrated with myself a lot of times. And I wasn't nervous, but for some reason when it was something new, like when they took me to a steeper mountain, my whole body just would freeze up. I'd either forget to turn or forget to breathe. Through Wasatch Adaptive and Trails, when we go skiing, we have an instructor or a volunteer who is there to instruct us to, first of all, help you get into the ski, because it's very, very tight space and there's lots of straps. They want to make sure you're safe and that you feel comfortable in the ski. Also, the volunteer is there to help you get on the ski lift, and also if you crash, well, when you crash, at first it's hard to get up, and so you have someone there to help you up. They're just there to make sure that you are enjoying your time down the mountain, and also to teach you how to become a better skier at the same time. I think the biggest tip for parents is to keep encouraging your kids, but don't push them too hard into one sport. My ski instructor says, if you're tired and you're getting frustrated, we need to stop, because I don't want you to go home angry or upset at yourself, or you're so tired you just keep crashing and you want to go home happy.
Troy was able to step outside his comfort zone to find a hobby he is passionate about and one that he is really good at, while at the same time building meaningful friendships. This has increased his sense of self-worth and has encouraged his independence. Activities such as group hobbies or athletics support socializing and can also develop needed life skills. For more information on any of the topics discussed, or to find resources in your area, please contact the Utah Parent Center at 801-272-1051, or our toll-free number is 1-800-468-1160, or visit our website at www.utahparentcenter.org.